Welcome to another segment of The Natural Door. I'm Paul Renier with Door County Nature and Travel, and today we're going to be snowshoeing. A very common and popular winter activity and one that you can enjoy. Snowshoeing is easy, it's not very expensive, and it's a great way to enjoy Door County in winter. But first, let's take a look at a little bit of technology and through the ages for snowshoes. I have an older style snowshoe dating back to the 30s or 40s, considered to be appropriate technology at the time, worked great, made of more natural materials from the wood ash frame, rawhide webbing, and leather straps. But if we were to compare these to the original snowshoes dating back to about 6,000 years ago in an area that's now called Asia, these would be considered high-tech. If you were to go to a rental store, a sports store, and look for snowshoes, generally you'll see something very similar to this. This is a modern snowshoe with the aluminum frame, the synthetic decking, and also the more high-tech bindings. These have been available for almost 30 years and they continue to evolve. They're generally much smaller than the snowshoes, the traditional snowshoes. They have a solid decking versus having the web decking. A big difference between the traditional snowshoes and the modern snowshoes is found on the bottom, where we have these little structures, these little crampon structures made up of aluminum. They can be kind of sharp, and it's not good to go walking across wooden floors with this, but these features can be considered a safety feature for when you're walking on ice or crusty snow, or perhaps when you're climbing up a slope or on a mountain. Once you have your equipment, then it's a matter of tweaking a few little things, mittens, a coat. I like to wear a windbreaker or some type of snow pants that'll keep the snow off you and keep you dry. Obviously a good pair of boots would be helpful, but pretty much most people have those things in their homes. If you're living in the North Country and if you've been in winter, you have most of the equipment you need. Quite often people like to bring, and I recommend people use ski poles or poles that you use for trekking along with you. For your first time out, it's a great tool to have, helps to maintain your balance and makes you a little bit more comfortable. As we walk on top of the ridge tops where the trails are located, every once in a while we'll come across a bridge which crosses over the wetlands or the swales of the ridges. This pattern repeats itself a number of times from ridge top to swale to ridge top. The bridges will indicate that it's usually wet. Sometimes, like during the winter, it's frozen, or during dry spells, it's pretty dry. But for the most part, if you come here in the spring, the swales will be teeming with wildlife, frogs, sometimes little minnows, plants are growing and emerging, and also in some places trees are growing because some of these swales, being as old as they are starting to fill in. Here's a great example of a swale. We're in a wetland right now. It's an area between two ridges of a species of tree that grows and loves to have their feet wet, and that's the black ash. This is a little miniature black ash swamp. This is a deciduous tree, which contrasts our conifers that we see, the white spruce and the balsam firs, and they are growing in a niche that the other trees aren't quite ready to grow in. Eventually this swale will dry up and other trees like the balsam firs and the white spruce will move into it. But right now it's perfect for the black ash. They love it and they're growing here and doing fine. Another feature you'll find anywhere in Door County 365 days a year are spring holes. Spring holes pop up all over the place. If you look hard enough, you'll find spring holes, usually associated with wetlands, but the spring holes will have open water, little puddles here and there, providing a wonderful source of water for birds and wildlife in winter. Many of these spring holes start maybe 100 yards, maybe 200 yards, could be a mile away, where pressure on the landscape pushes water someplace else, moving along the plains of the dolomitic limestone and emerging on the surface as we see here. Thank you for joining us on another segment of The Natural Door. For more information about Door County and its beautiful natural features, visit www.doorcountytoday.com. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.